Hello. I am going to move because the sun is in the way, and I'm so sorry that I didn't realize that before I set up. I am Nikki Ruffin, and I am a retired Army veteran, and I am also a high school teacher. What I have put together is a program called Boots to Books that supports and aids former military members, especially African American women, veterans, African American women veterans, transition into the classroom. I have created this program because it's near and dear to me. I've always wanted to teach. I've always wanted to be in the world of academia, period. I grew up thinking I was a teacher. And throughout my 28 years of military service, I also uh, taught, whether, even on the inside of the military, as well as my church life. I was a teacher. I also know that there are other people out there just as passionate as I am and want to become the next teacher, the next great teacher, the next cool teacher, the next wonderful teacher, because we teach every day, all our life, every day in our world. So my goal and my aim is to assist you in becoming teachers. My I had to expand my repertoire and set out some guidelines. And if you join my Facebook group called Boots to Books, you will find that I have some ebooks in there that are free that lay out what we can actually, what we'll accomplish and what we'll go through in class. I'm sorry, as we work together. I'm thinking I'm still a teacher at this moment, but as we work together, what we'll go through and what we'll discuss, and how you will get what you need from me in order to be all that you can be as a teacher. Um, and excuse me because there was someone calling me from work, and I'm out today, so they'll get me when they get me. But anyway, also, I wanted to give you a little background here and what I would like to talk today. I want to give you a little background on the journey of Black veterans. And who's the best one to say it? Me, a Black veteran, a Black woman veteran at that. And I want to tell you just a little snippet of something I've experienced. I joined the Army in 1988. I actually joined the Army National Guard. So I did 8 years in the National Guard. And then right, right at that 8 year mark, I signed on to active duty. Wish I had done that from the very beginning, but God had other plans for me. And then when I think about it, it really worked out. It really worked out because I had the experience of going to college and different things like that. I had a baby. So it was, it worked out. It really did. But I would tell any kid that if you're going to go to the reserves or to National Guard and you don't really have a job, uh, at home, or you're not really doing that well in school, you're struggling in college and all of this, I say go active duty and get what you can get and do what you can do. And then if you decide to get out, then you can have money for school. You won't be struggling anymore with that. You'll have money, you'll have experience, you'll grow, you'll be more mature. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I would like to talk about the veteran journey, me as a Black woman vet. Okay, so I remember a time, several times, most of the time during my training and my jobs and different things like that, I was I was oftentimes really, really smart, focused. I wasn't what you say the best of the best when it came to military tactics and all of this, but I was a very people. I was people oriented. I was a team player. I was coachable. I wanted to excel, and I did everything in my power to do it. So I was, to me, I was a great soldier in that aspect. Um, but as I grew, my success grew, and I found myself oftentimes the only one woman and black woman in the arena of males. Um, and oftentimes it was lonely. And as I progressed up the ladder, it got to be a little bit more lonely because you couldn't fraternize with males or females. If you're a certain rank, you're over here and you're over here. So it that's the way things are. I mean, that's life, period. When you're a professional and you're professional, there are certain things that you must do in order to retain that professionalism and respect, so that's what I had to do. And it was oftentimes really lonely because I went a lot of places where and I didn't have my family with me. So I'm in charge. I'm one of the higher ranks, so I have friends only in that arena for the most part, unless I'm quietly uh, befriending someone else, because that's just inevitable. To be honest with you, you're going to befriend somebody of another rank, lower rank or higher rank, or what have you. But anyway, because people are people. So I struggled a lot with that feeling, with that lonely feeling, and then some of the trainings and some of the areas that I had gone to were, I didn't realize how they had affected my psyche, and added to that feeling that I was feeling, that loneliness, that uh, I don't know. I can't think of really the words at this moment, but I'm sure some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. And what you do is you put your you're trained to turn that off, but it's still in here. You're trained as a black woman to turn that off, and it's still in in your DNA. You know what I'm saying? So it's there, and at some points in your life, it has to come up. So that was a big challenge for me. And then as I moved on out and retired and got into this field, the teaching area, I was more equipped. And see, a lot of times we don't realize that. Now you got really, really um confident and arrogant people that come from every walk of life, but a lot of them are in the military. So they come out and they think that they can run and jump and do everything in another organization as they did in the military. But you're not that star. You're not that anymore. So you have to take, if you weren't humble before, it's hard to become that. But I was always, humble. Even when I outranked people, I was always humble because I knew that the higher you go up, you can fall. And that's another story altogether. I could tell you guys about that experience. I didn't get in trouble or anything, but when I went in active duty, I lost rank in order to go into active duty. So that did something to my psyche too. But that's another story, and I could talk about that later. Um, but I said that to say this: I was better prepared as a teacher, in my opinion, because I was military trained. Now, later in some of my videos, I will address how I've handled PTSD and I'm handling, rather, how I'm handling PTSD and different ailments that I, based on what I've done in my life. Okay, and another bit of Black veteran history is that there's a long list of Black veterans who faced barriers like I faced, if and worse than what I faced. Doesn't make mine any less, but it does make me see that I can, and I will do what I need to do to be the best that I can be. And many veterans before me were denied their GI Bill and different programs that I was afforded to have, and ever since World War II, even up to the Vietnam War, there was systematic racism. And that racism still lingers on. As a matter of fact, we're living in a day and time now where our president is possibly opening the door wide to show us that racism still exists. So, but we are strong. We're strong. We are strong people. We are a strong gender, and we can help each other. And that is what I would like to do. So here is the question that I have to ask. What can we do to create an environment and support a supportive environment for Black women veterans who are pursuing or transitioning to teaching? What can I do? What can I add to you or for you to help you with in your transition? I don't want to act like I have all the answers, because I don't have all the answers. What I would like for you guys is to mention to me, or tell me, talk to me, communicate with me what it is you need and where you are in your mind and in your spirit and in your health, because that's significant. So join my Facebook group where we can talk about it. Join my Facebook group, Boots to Books. Join my group, and it's free. Right now, it's free. It's open, and yes, I would love to assist you in this. Thank you so much, and be all you can be. Thank you. God bless.